Hello everybody, today we'll be playing some Kaiserreich. I'll be playing as the Yunnan Clique and I'll try reunifying China under my rule. So Yunnan's in a really interesting position because we're one of the, I'd say, weakest provinces, but we're in a strategic position being here in the corner. So we have the potential to take over the southwest and then march north against Beijing. We don't know what will happen in the other warlords. It's all up in the air, so I think it's best if I consolidated my power and build up towards reunification. So we'll start off with the usual, of course. I want to get basic machine tools. I want to improve my industry, but I also want to overthrow Tangao with in place of the Kuomintang. So get a mill over here, and we go. Since we're playing as the Kuomintang, we'll do any decision that increases our soldier size. This is the Guizhou Kuomintang's plot to taking over Yunnan. Now, all of this will be useful for us. I want to go for one of these. I want the extra gun. So we'll just wait. There's Black Monday. Wait for it to hit us, and then centralizing taxation. And the governor of Nanjing has just been shot. It's another additional troops for us. And that's the Zhili's hold over China collapsing. So they went anti-concessionist, supporting Anqing. I kind of want to support the left KMT, to be honest, because they provide for the best defense, I guess, against the Qing. That is if we want to fight them. But Tangao is now attempting to invade. I want to use my command power for now. Now we'll get some extra guns. Xiong Kewu wants some support. I would like to give him support, but you know what? Maybe some guns for him. In the case we get a friendly government here. Alright, our troops have arrived in the left KMT. We'll make a front line and just grind for Anqing. But we'll also go for... which one? I think war support. Should be fine. Nanjing has just capitulated, but we really need to defeat the Anqing clique. I want to accelerate my build up here so we could at least get 10,000 exiles in Guizhou. I want Zhu Peide and He Yiqing to work together. Oh, and now the Yunnanese NRA has betrayed us. I think we'll have to do this. That's not good. Peace Berlin, and I think we'll get for the military factory. I want to start building up support equipment. What is this? Hold on. Okay. Guess our gambit worked. We have to wait 60 days before we could overthrow Tangao. Okay, at that point we don't need to do any of this left. We've got it in the bag. Alright, now we could do... I think that's a waste of time. We don't need that. Let's go to our military focus then. Securing the southern flank. Should we get a hit on our stability? I think we could. And we will have one to help the defense over there. And let's rush for these 4 focuses. We need to keep an eye on when Liangguang finishes their civil war though. And just like that, Leng Yun has betrayed Tangao. For our research, we'll continue with the better guns and better truck. Let's try capturing Hangzhou. Oh, wait, commence the assault. There you go. The nationalist junta has swept aside Tangao. We'll go consolidate Yunnan. We'll do these 4 focuses before anything. Alright, we'll hold here. I want to go work with this, because right now we need an army. I think the left KMT just won in southeast. Right, let's just pass up, attack from the north, and now we'll modify our division templates. Whoa, wait, my division is just completely wrecked. He needs to go home. This is gonna be helpful for us. The left Kuomintang won. Go into the army. Alright, now we'll go contact the Zhejiang revolutionaries. Those are former comrades. And I'm going for an elite army. Let's get 2 of these guys. We'll set our troops ready here. The Kuomintang is taken over in Yunnan. It's also his 6th army. Go for... we want more war support. I think we'll go for this. Early mobilization. Oh, the Federalists have taken over in Liangguang. So in Zhejiang, there are 3 revolutionaries. Dai Jitao, Chen Guofu, and Chiang Kai-shek. I think I don't want to support them in the 7 Gentlemen's Incident. Now that we have political power, I want to go for Zupeide, honestly. Army drill. Alright, we will max out here as well. 10% war support. We've awakened sleeper cells. We have 30%, which means we need 20 more war support before we can invade. Let's utilize the youth. Does that debuff us? And now we could light the match. I think these guys should be in support of us. And if that is the case, we could just sweep through and we'll invade. For our focus, I want to get the Cult of Violence 1-2 here, just so we could upgrade our conscription laws. The war goal is ready. We are... Okay, us and Hunan will invade Guangzhou together. This is the ideal outcome for us. So I want you guys to attack there, 2 divisions attacking there, and 1 striking to Baise. We want rapid success. If this doesn't progress in the coming days, we might have to turn them around though. Hunan is making gains, and Sichuan wants to support us. Oh wait. Sichuanese volunteer has arrived. Broken there. Let's see if we could strangle these guys. Reinforcements have arrived here. Alright, it's encircled. Now we just take these guys out. We should be good to go. I don't want Hunan to take as much. Let's go for the free civs. No, let's go develop Yunnan smeltering companies. Let's go down here. We should be good. That is, unless Hunan blocks our way. Oh, it's a race. It's a race with Hunan. We also need to capture Guangzhou itself, not let Changqiang take over. Now we need to pin that. Pin these guys as well. Oh wait, no, hold on. And that encirclement. Alright, attack. Let's encircle that army first. Got 1 guy there. Everyone else goes to Guangzhou. And we should be good to go. And I want a Grand Doctrine. I want superior firepower. Or mass assault. It's really hard. Maybe I need Grand Battle Plan. Yeah, let's go Grand Battle Plan. And Zuda's assault should be over soon. There we go. We need to focus on getting... Let's see, can we cuck the Yunnanese out of this peace treaty? The Guizhou and Luizhou and Guilin. Okay, we did. Well, they do just need to submit to me, so fitting. We should have both Sichuan and Hunan on our side. We'll finish up this, and then we'll go straight to national unification. There it is. With the fall of Guangzhou, the Kuomintang junta has enough legitimacy to hold a national party congress. This congress is expected to attract figures far beyond the military men who first holed up in Guizhou. The right wing of the Kuomintang is a diverse collection of factions divided even before the Kuomintang began. So here they describe the different factions. We have the old right, which are comprised of the Elders Clique, the Western Hills Clique, and the Reconstruction faction, and the old Political Science Clique. The new right, meanwhile, is the supporters of Chiang Kai-shek, who are, let's see, the Whampoa Clique, the Zhejiang Society of Revolutionary Comrades, and then the regional right, which are the New Guangxi Clique, the New Guangdong Clique, and the Third Army. Okay, it's a large collection of figures. My goal here is that I want to support the regional right, I think. So people like Li Guanyuan, Zhu Peide. I'll start with him, actually. We could actually join in the left KMT, but I don't want to do that. Divisions in the old right. I want to... Oh, this is Zhu Peide, right? I'm going to stay in Guangzhou, but Hu Hanmin has taken over. Now, Whampoa. Everyone's going to support He Yiqing. Hunan has joined the left KMT. That's not good for us. Should we fight? No, I want to preserve the alliance first. So we'll go to Sichuan first. New allies in the new right. I want to go for Political Science Clique. I think next we'll go for to these two. And the Canton Compromise. General He Yiqing will become the new president, while Hu Hanmin stays in power. He's aligned himself with a lot of the regional right. There it is. The Guizhou KMT returns to Guangzhou. Now let me rush Sichuan. Can't let the left take this. The Third Army has backlashed, so I think best thing he could do is return to Yunnan. But now there's a corruption scandal in Guizhou, so I think we'll investigate this. Not a good look for us. Now Hu Hanmin, he's back, well, sidelined, but he's back, and he's gonna work with regional militarists. Zhu Peide has aligned with Hu Hanmin. Nice, that's what I want. Now the cycle of corruption. Let's have harmony. Kuomintang pact. Should I make a pact with them? Kind of hard to trust them, but maybe against the Jurli clique they might be needed. You know what? We'll work with you. So let me get Sichuan. So Hu Hanmin wants to establish more control over different branches of the government, and he's looking towards the legislative. I'm not going towards Zhejiang. And military reforms. And now we go to the Western expedition. Should I invade the left KMT? You know what? Maybe I will. So Kuomintang, Bengtian, and Qing, and left KMT invades. Now let's go after Qing first. Maybe I could get the head start. Offer an alliance. Hey, okay, they're on our side. What? Oh, no way. I guess they're our enemy then. Should have not signed the truce in that case. How long does this last? We have until November then. In the meantime, we'll make our army bigger while I fix up our templates. Let's build up our industry. Oh no, wait, let's get this first. Get a better artillery template. Let's improve our engineers. Now we just wait for the left Kuomintang to attack. Or they end up attacking us. I want a cheaper version of this template actually. Let's go for that. I'll call it the 38 Army Division. It's pure infantry equipment. So we can just spam them. They're not going to be that good, but it's decent for defense. Now we get that. Let's build more military factories in Guangzhou. Everything towards infantry equipment. Right, we're in military reforms in progress, which is what we need. I think it's time for us to start industrialization first, honestly. And because we're in this kind of trapped situation, I think the way to go is civilian economy. Let's max out on the civs. And we have two titans on the right. We have Daijitao and Hu Hanmin. I want to support Hu Hanmin. 3 mills, I want that on artillery. Slowly get that up. Oh, and Jifeng has just started. And it's not close to November yet. Oh no, we might have made a mistake. That means we'll cooperate with Fengtian against the left KMT. I'll go balanced here. Let's have some divisions hold out in Sichuan. Let's demilitarize the rural countryside. We have a few more months before we can attack the left KMT. In the meantime, I think we need someone to buff our political power gain. I like this. Yeah, sure. Jiang Chun. Once Wuhan falls, the peace will happen. And the Kuomintang sides with the left KMT. Maybe I should have sided with them. It's not looking good for me. Let's do this. Let's promote foreign investment. Let's buff ourselves even more. I think I'll go for large unit tactics. Yeah, I guess we could go into assault infantry. Increase the soft attack. More divisions for Sichuan. Well, let's buff ourselves even more. I want more civs. How much do we have now? 13 civs. 9 mills. Get out. Produce the left KMT. Can we cancel now? On second thought, this might be the weaker side. Just 2 more weeks. I need the Jurli clique to hold out longer. I think I'll just cap Hunan first and then march all the way there. And the south has consolidated itself over Hu Hanmin. The Wampo clique. Let's let Chen Cheng actually take over. Now we have 28 days. Let's increase the zeal in the party. Where's the left KMT's army? There they are. Now here's the thing, right? When I jump into this war, to make sure the Jurli clique doesn't cap. Oh, they capitulated. Oh, there you go. Immediate war. Alright, this might be the North-South alliance that I'm looking for. Alright, in that case, let's go for an end of the national struggle. We're on military reforms in progress. They're in inadequacy still. So we should be good. And here we go. Declare war. This is our northern expedition. We'll declare war on Hunan as well. And we'll declare war on Sichuan. These traitors. Yeah, we need to hurry up in Sichuan. Oh, we're overstretched. Let's get someone from the center. Just fill out the front lines in case there's holes. Got an improved engineering corps. We'll go for 1938 and hope Fengtian can hold out on their own for the time being. Right, let's see. We gotta make encirclements here if we want to win. Push on here and then we could encircle them there. There that goes. We'll encircle them and then we strike. Let's pause the offensives real quick. I need to get free guns. I need the Germans to help me actually. Will you send me guns? Yes, they would. That was a failed encirclement over there. Our troops are kind of split thin. Fengtian has more war support than us, which I don't want to happen. And I want to go for a military, maybe armor. And let's get our guns from the Germans. What about the Russians? Let's improve relations with Russia as well. Let's stop this. We just get encircled if we keep doing that. Right, the fronts have mostly been quieted. Fengtian has the upper hand at the moment. If I consolidate these guys over here and then move these guys that way, the fronts have become quite quiet. I think we'll attack here. Alright, let's get that supply hub. Got more reinforcements. Send him to Judah's line. Oh, poor Judah, he's fighting his comrades. Oh well. You pick a side. It's just how these things go. Let's go for theater training too. Good radical socialism support. Get more free civs while we're at it, so we could prepare against whatever comes at us. And now, let's do our rural focus. Captured several supply hubs here. Let's make more forays into Sichuan and support that attack in Hunan. Honestly, didn't expect Hunan to support the left KMT like that. Judah got wounded. Let's rotate him out. I want someone who stays committed to me though. I think Wei Lihuang. Let's attack on this side as well. Let's assault all the fronts actually. Alright, here we go. We could cap Hunan, I think, as long as we stay determined. There you go. I've capped Hunan. It's a free encirclement down there. Let's just fill up the lines. Make sure these guys don't get the head start. I want you to stay in Changde. Everyone else end this encirclement, including you. Everyone else, that's fine. I want you guys staying here. Let's keep pushing it to Sichuan slowly. Let's push here. Maybe we could capture Nanchang. And I want to get Wuhan. We could be finishing this up sooner. And now, let's expand our arsenals. Bedrock of Chinese society. Let's land to the tiller. So we're doing land reform. Despite being anti-leftists. Well, the right Kuomintang at least. Let's go for Nanjing, if we can. We have, it's 1939. Let's go research better production methods. We've captured Wuhan very fast. We need to up our army size soon enough. And our diplomatic mission in Russia should be good to go. But 1,000 is enough. Let's trick them. 9,000, 6,000. Alright. Alright, in a month we should be good. Okay, land to the tiller. We want to... I think we'll go for the radical approach. That might be the way. Let's go here and protect Wuhan. Go to Nanjing now. Could capitulate them, that would be nice. Maybe I should wait for the Sino-Japanese war to trigger, so that I'm not alone against Japan. But I do want a better position. So let's attack Sichuan. Ideally, we should cap them. My forces are so dispersed right now. Come on, let's go to Sichuan. Oh no, they got troops defending it. Let's just control most of the provinces then. I want this province, so let's focus our efforts there. Because, okay, here's my thought process. I'm not ready to fight Japan on my own. Especially if they have Fengtian on their side. I only have 40 divisions. Alright, now I'll just hold out. Oh, that's a lot of movement. I need to up these division counts. Okay, another army. I want to put you guys in the center just to protect all the gains I've made. Especially out here. I don't think this is necessary, so we'll go back. Rise of the CC Clique. I think I'll do this one. It's to increase zeal. I don't want the CC Clique to take power. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do have to capitulate Nanjing. Let's carve this for ourselves. Spending ourselves in Kunming. Let's go with rural overtaxation. I mean, ending it. Oh, Sichuan has more troops than I imagined. These guys actually might get encircled. I don't like that one bit. Oh, we got encircled. Let's retreat from Nanjing. I've unlocked the mastery. I want to go army reforms now. Support that encirclement. I think I want to expand my elite forces. Oh, and the flanks in Sichuan looks visibly thinner. Come on, we're so close. How's our factory situation looking like? 17. Guess we're the second strongest now. Fengtian taking all this is not something I would like. Oh, Chongqing is open. We march straight there then. Maybe go here and capture Chengdu. Make sure Nanjing doesn't fall though. Can I cap Sichuan here? No. They have Dacian. Let's finish up this. Let's circle that. Finish up here. Should be good. Oh, we don't want Hunan to stay around. Oops, we got encircled in Chongqing and Chengdu. Okay, we got an event for Zupede. And now he's a model soldier. You know that. What the? Be this guy. I don't want to lose divisions. Okay, we've eliminated southern bastions. We have a pretty strong position here. So if we can, what I want is, I want to get a border with Fengtian. And then I start a war against them. We got some divisions spawning. Let's go put them in this front line. Oh, we've replaced Shude. I forgot. And we have these guys free to use. I want to get him to reinforce the center. Our guy got encircled. And now concentrate our efforts here. We are a guy in Chengdu. More divisions. I'll set him in the center. Let's ceasefire in America between Long and Roosevelt. How goes the world? Okay, maybe we could get a border with Fengtian here. There we go. We got it. Let's end that focus. Get this. Oh, that is not good. Don't like that encirclement one bit. Alright guys, get out of there. We're making great progress here. And we might get our focus on Fengtian in 5 turns. Hopefully we could trigger something. And let's declare war. Can we trigger something with Japan maybe? Okay, we'll just hold on that. All in all, I need to make sure Fengtian doesn't beat the KMT. It's a really hard balancing act, but somehow I'm confident I could do this. I need a better front with them though. Maybe we could get Beijing. Now let's swerve towards Dacian. Oh, no, that's not good. Encircle these guys. Now there's a theory on political discourse. I think I want to support this line. Deng Zhuolin is assassinated. Oh, here it is. Join the United Front. Who made it? I need to peace out with them then. Alright, that's a sizable amount of territory. I accept this. And now we will join them. We're not at war with them anymore, so should be good. Make sure Nanjing doesn't fall. We're in. So now I need to support the left KMT here. I need to make sure my capital doesn't fall, so I think a token 16 division army can support that. These guys will be in the front lines. These two could go to the back lines right here. Split them into 2. Under Zuda could be 1. You go here and you go here. Now everyone else will fight Fengtian in the field. And meanwhile, I think I'll do all these focuses too. Okay, Hunan has fallen with Changsha firmly in our control. It's paramount we control a loyal governor to the province. We could go for... Let's go with Qinzhen. And if we've established our control, let's just instantly frontline that. I think we got the luckiest outcome of it all. Because we've preserved our army size. The Chinese army size, at least. We could easily overrun the Fengtian armies. Let me go for another one. Maybe I'm with the engineer corps, I think. Let's go with that. And let's up our support equipment production. Let's get some metals from Russia. Now we're just wiping the floor with Fengtian. Let's try beating Japan before 41 rolls around. Possible. We've got a really strong united front after all. We got these traders. I guess we could go partial mob. Let's try getting some encirclements too. Oh no, we didn't get that. So far no Japanese naval invasions though. Got an event here about Daiji Tao. He wants to do something. I don't want to. I don't want him to do anything. Alright, we're marching north. Things are going real good. Just gotta make sure I'm the strongest of the Chinese armies. Alright, we gotta crush these first before we move on. I make a token. The main army though would be doing the major offensives here. We could close up that salient. Alright, let's make our counterattacks now. We'll go after Wenzhou, we'll go after Jinhua. Hong Kong will fall soon. And the right KMT army is now a reformed force. Let's get Shanghai connections. No wait, I like these focuses. Let us establish a central political school. Oh, Hong Kong has fallen. Oh, to me. I'll keep you guys as a fort coastal defense. I need to defend Nanjing actually. Let me turn southwards. Let's just crush this whole section. Make sure Nanjing does not fall. Now that we have full fuel, we have 12 factories on consumer goods. We need planes. I want German planes. I think we'll ask for that. This one, BF-109. Okay, it's been accepted. Guess we'll start producing planes now. Just make sure Nanjing does not fall. Right, we're making good progress there. We might take out Wuhu soon. Let's just hold with this for now. Oh, we need more military support. Okay, this center offensive has been really brutal on me. We need to halt our offensive attacks. Let's improve our supply situation. Just gotta hold. Need to resist harder. We still haven't subjugated those territories. This is not good. I think most of our efforts should focus on garrison and total mobilization. Let's retreat from there. Let's squeeze this front. And the second Weltkrieg has started. Alright, which now means I have to keep an eye on Japan's holdings with Germany. It's not gonna be easy. Let's turn all these guys southwards too, I think. I'm running out of manpower. It's not a good sign. The 1940 proposal to determine educational objectives and their methods of implementation. Kind of like the plan, but it boosts off them, so let's say no. Let's try getting an encirclement here. Oh no, they retreated already. Let's change these plans. Hopefully we could implement this. Okay, let's end their relations with Germany. Unless they could give me more guns. Oh, there you go. The guns we needed. That might be all the guns we could request from Germany at this point. We'll just have to wait now. Save up our political power. We need to go to war economy. The offensives are looking quite good here. Nanjing is no longer in danger. The French have declared war on the Germans now. Let's halt, let's halt. We need to organize. Right? Now we get to start the attack again. What is this? Is that an attempted encirclement? What? Oh no. Get this independent army out there. Gotta stop this. This is like... Get these guys with Baichongxi as well. It's like an attempted encirclement. Oh no, that's actually threatening. Gotta exterminate this front fast. Go attack here, let's go attack there. Hold out here. No, they're going down here. Let's go to Baichongxi, let's attack Sichuan. Final grand offensive. That's acceptable to me. Our first few planes are being constructed. And we've stopped that incursion. Okay, that's a full encirclement of these guys. These attempted saboteurs. Right in the middle of the war, we have this event. What is this? Sword and the Pen. I think we'll support the balancing act here. We'll slowly wipe out the Japanese one by one here. Put an end to this ridiculous encirclement. I need manpower. I might have to stop attacking actually. Alright, halt all offensives. Wait, could we do this? Just one last offensive? Manpower. Can I get anywhere? I didn't think I would lose manpower in China. But here we are. Captured Hangzhou, and I think we could pause for the moment. Oh wait, let me just halt that as well. There you go. Alright, Baichongxi's men can start their next offensive here. You know, they have 6 planes in training. Oh wait, I haven't done faction goals. I want to carry out a great offensive, military expansion, and expand our army. I didn't realize I was the faction leader. Let's attack that center. How many divisions does Japan have? That's around 90, I think. But if we take out this whole area, how much would it become? I think we could end the reforms. We must retain the dynamism of old. How's our zeal doing? 53%. Conviction is rising among our men. Let's finish off these Japanese armies. We got a research slot from this. What am I researching here? Where is the invasion? Oh my god. Shanghai. Dispatch these guys. Come on, rush there. Oh no, they got Hangzhou. Make sure Nanjing doesn't fall. All that matters to me. Can we finish up this salient? Oh no. Okay, Baichongxi's men needs to turn around here. Set you guys in one army and then hold. Okay, good grief. Man, those are some rapid gains. I don't know how I feel about that. Didn't even break these guys. Another upgrade for Zubeda. I want him to be a logistics wizard and offensive doctrine, and maybe even thorough planner. But this guy could be an infantry expert. Alright, we just need to encircle these guys. That would be enough. Have to hold out here. Alright, we'll finish off these guys. It's an encirclement here. Now we just finish them off. And with those guys, let's go for revolutionary shock troopers. No wait, let's go back to our economy tree. Cover our economy. Now we get to decide on which public intelligence, our internal security agency. I think what I want to do is it will be a lot more like the FBI, and we've annihilated that army, which means, alright, let's rethink how we do this. I do not want another naval invasion to happen, so what I'll do is I'll set an army here, wait for them to arrive. You turn back into a coastal guard force for this and this. Baichongxi will be the flexible army. As soon as our guys are repositioned, we strike towards Hangzhou. Alright, we'll start coring things finally. That should leave us with a lot of surplus guns. Maybe we could finally expand our army. Oh, we lost Nanjing. Let's go to war economy, which means we need more energy, which we could request from the Germans. Why is there 14 military fact? I want to support Chinese business. Wait, hold on. This is not looking good. Southern flank is... What the... Where did that come from? Simplify the front lines, guys. Go back down there. Baichongxi, you need to support here. So, in our current position, we are still fighting the Japanese in this brutal war. The Japanese army size has been thoroughly cut down, but that doesn't mean they're no longer a threat. Still managed to surprise me here and there. I've pushed these guys out. Hangzhou will be ours. This is an encirclement now. Faithful Guizhou. The strong man or the blue shirts. I think I'll go for the strong man. Another massive encirclement. The Japanese army here. Alright, massive encirclement will be over soon. We can turn our attention to Shanghai again. It's more states incorporated. Get again back to Coast Guard missions. The 6th Army now can focus up north, ending this little experiment. And that's Shanghai retaken by us. I think I'm gonna set Baichou. Whoa. Thank you, Germany. Let's set Baichongxi towards defending Hangzhou and Shanghai. I don't want another repeat of what happened. Meanwhile, the 6th Army will now focus up here. We'll join in our German allies. And we'd focus on infantry. Another naval invasion. Even less successful than the previous. Whoa, no wait, that's a lot. Focusing on quantity now. Let's give everyone what they want. They've been so useful to us. It's the least we could do. Need to make sure this doesn't fall. I think Baichongxi needs to cut his forces. Send him over here. Now we crush them. Alright, that was a success. Let's mobilize the nation. Let's set Baichongxi's troops even more spread out. Beijing is actually within reach now. But it's not our armies going there. We gotta get another faction goal. Guess we get expand civs. Huh? The Japanese declared war on the International? Okay. Sure. Let's take over all of Shandong first before we make it towards Beijing. And the right KMT is now trying to recast Confucius. I think we'll go with a modernist approach. Now that we've established solid control over the country, I think we're gonna rebuild local administrations. We defeated this Japanese naval invasion, and I hope our German allies can start invading Japan. Now sieging Beijing from the Fengtian army from the Japanese alliance. They have a lot of troops there, but I reckon we can take them out. Our allies are pushing into Manchuria. Oh no, Beijing's holding. Alright, those guys are retreating now. Local administration has been fixed. Now let's expand public education. Got to end this literacy issue. Send some troops down here. Afraid Guangzhou might be conquered. Focus on Beijing. Let's have a naval reformer. Naval invasion in the south. Let's make sure everyone is protected. Going for 3 provinces. I'm guessing it's this and this. And everyone there. Wait, that's not looking good. We need Baichongxi down here. Maybe these 2 guys merge into one army and then march southwards. I don't like the look of this. Make sure they don't get the port first and foremost. Alright, we'll hold. No, they got it! Alright, nationalist local government reform. We can do order and security, harmony, or Baoja. I think I'll go harmony. These guys want to send me expeditionary forces. Now let's have a new front line. Our goal here will be Korea. Oh, and just like that, the Northern Expedition has been successful. Okay, so do we go for a unified government? Long live the NRA, the Chinese people. I guess we go this then. Let's get some factories for guns. And now the Central Committee is becoming tense. The party is beginning to fall apart. Okay, so it appears the National Coalition is eating itself in the middle of the war. Hu Hanmin denounces the 1941 Constitution. So we will resist this tyranny. Oh, okay. I have to push the zeal. The Provisional Constitution debate. Okay, so I think I want to support the conservatives here. Building a party line. So they want the neo-Confucianists. I say we are a modern, progressive country. While we make crazy gains up north, the sudden surprise in the south is not really good. The army weighs the 1941 Constitution. Meanwhile, Chengchen. How do we strengthen? Could we do Sukdems? Let's do. Oh, no, they're quite strong. Public education has been restored. I think we need to... Let's do integrate the smaller yuans. No, wait. This looks nice. I have to remember that after this war, I'm gonna have to fight these guys who have pretty impressive armies and industries. He Yingqin plans an auto coup, so if he wants to survive, it must be above that. I think we could live. I think we're good with where we're at. So He Yingqin has an auto coup. If it's executed today, it would succeed. Hu Hanmin is outraged. Every 7 days, it increases the zeal. Positions near Liangguang. In that case, we need 9 in... In order to pull this off successfully, he must have stability in the center above and below at the end of the 60 day. Okay. Fervent conviction. Gotta get it up all the way here. Right now we're in 52. Can we do this? Get 6 divisions to Hunan. Got 9 divisions here. There's not much over there, so we could set them to Liangguang. And then you guys could go here. Let's have 1 division there. I think that should be good. No, we're not gonna do that. Let's research something. I think we'll slowly research recon. Shenyang has fallen. We can probably take out Mian Yuting soon enough. Okay, this increases the zeal. Let's take Dalian for ourselves. Let's set our planes up north against Fengtian. Newspapers and the party state. I think we could we sacrifice? Yeah, that's fine. As long as zeal goes up. We're in 64. We just need 6 more of them. Purpose of the revolution. I think we'll stick with this one. Alright, we got unbridled conviction. I think we can end this coup. Fengtian has capitulated. Good. Now let's jump towards an invasion of Korea now. There we go. Have we secured the southwest? 4 elements and 9 principles of education. I don't see why we have that, but sure. There we go. Okay, we gotta submit southwest. 28 days. Gotta occupy those regions for a bit. Let's end this auto coup. Let's do this one. And like that, we have completed it. We'll beat the coup. We'll win the war, we'll beat the coup, we'll subjugate Nanjing. Everything's good. Now we'll send our Air Force to Korea. And in 4 days, He Yiqing will launch his coup. Liangguang has been controlled. We have everything. Hu Hanmin arrested. And now... Okay, we've stabilized this. Who's gonna take power now? It's all very worrying. A sinking ship. As the chorus of consternation grows, the loyalty of the Central Executive Committee has begun to waver. Fleeing arrest, many members of the Great Alliance for the Protection of Party Authority have retreated to sympathetic strongholds. The effort to oust He Yingqin from power has accelerated, with longtime committee cliques, Moscow committee cliques such as Zhou Lu, Gu Yingfen, and Xiao Fucheng and Lin Sen moved to impeach the president. They have filed 6 charges. These. And now, with the fervor showing little signs of abating, He Yingqin finds himself more and more isolated in his headquarters. When he finally received Dai Jitao's resignation as premier of the executive yuan this morning, it was clear that the situation, at least in its present form, is untenable. In one final gambit, He Yingqin decided to tender his own resignation alongside Dai in the name of national unity, nominating Zhang Chun and Chen Guofu to oversee the transition. He's banking on the new cabinet being too weak and the opposition unwieldy to rule for long, proving his point that his firm hand is indispensable for the functioning of the regime. Okay, so he's resigning. And now we won in Korea. We'll just hold on to everything. I don't have to station troops anymore, so these guys could go back to guarding the coasts, I think. And the First Lady of Physics returns home. Zhang Chun's audacious gambit. With both He Yiqing and Dai Jitao at least temporarily out of the picture, Minister of War Zhang Chun's appointment to the presidency was quickly confirmed by the panicked members of the Central Executive Committee. The president-elect has turned out to be far more free-thinking than most gave him credit for, and his first move in office has been to nominate Yang Yongtai as premier of the Executive Yuan instead of Chen Guofu. The stunned CEC, which has spent a few years effectively rubber stamping the will of the president, has awkwardly approved the appointment. The Zhang Yang government has moved to quickly appoint sympathetic members from the political science clique's brain trust to the cabinet. Similarly, assembled a small clique of aligned officers in the NRA, including Li Yuan, Lai Shihuang, and Xiong Sihui. Zhang, in his hurried array of public addresses and speeches before the National Assembly, has attempted to consolidate his control. He has stressed the need for national unity and negotiation with the South China Political Council, and also reiterated the political science clique's desire to pass the provisional constitution. Okay, so now he's taken over Jiang Chun and Yang Yongtai. Okay, so we have a constitutional crisis. So now we have 335 votes to pass the constitution and save the government. The CC clique has 252 votes to reject the constitution and will begin to vote of no confidence. If a resolution is not found in time, there will be a Whampoa coup. What do I do? Do I pass the constitution? I guess I do. So we need 335 votes. This will change it for 31. Where's the Whampoa coup? We'll do this. There's no coup attempt though. Not yet, at least. There you go. Whampoa coup. Is that it though? We need 335. But we could negotiate with this. I think this is how we do it then. Communications with the SCPC. We need to pass this constitution, so let's go for this one. We could do this as well. Let's try this one as well. I'll do that. Just need 335 votes. Come on. That does not pass, does it? Let's push the coup away. Let's get more delegates. Okay, we're slowly coming to the number. I need 100 political power. Hold on. Then we'll do this. We'll wait for things. Okay, we've gained some political power. I think we'll wait for some days. Let me extend the coup. This will be the bombshell. Some free political power. Okay, wait. This is turning out better than expected. Let's see. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have that at all. This is too far. Boost our which government won here? Huey Long. Now he's at war with both the Entente and the International. There you go. We will release political prisoners. Like that we could pass the constitution. The political science constitution passes. I think we'll go back to normality. Let's not do purges. The war on the left. I think we'll go for this one. And we could start doing our focuses again. 10 more days and the Japanese will sign a peace with us. Meanwhile, the Germans are making crazy gains in here. There it is. Yeah, we'll let their home islands. I want to get everything I can because that's what I deserve. I will take all of this. Take all of this as well. Take that and that and that. Let's get all their ships. And that should be it. So we have the north and the south here. We will liberate Korea. And now we'll split up our armies. Right, now we have a truce with the left KMT. I have to wait for 26th March, which is not, it is not ideal. But I have 3 months to prepare for something. I could buff up my military size. Both the north and the south look quite dire. I guess I do need this time. Hold on. Let's double our military size. Everything needs to go double time. The front lines are acting up. At least this one works fine. I guess I'll divide it into two. One, oh my god. One over here, one over here. I think that works. What is wrong with this one? Let's buff that up. We need to... Let's just wait, yeah. I think we benefit from this truce. The northern Kuomintang. Let's support them. Okay, now we need to keep it up. Let's buff this southern army. Could I extend this truce actually? Maybe my best bet would be to delay the war from happening. To improve my templates a little bit. Let's keep churning out divisions. Fill up my front lines. Would we hold out if we were attacked here? We need our air force as well. Let's get that up and running. Let us just do Minsheng. We have 92 divisions now. It's way more than the left KMT musters. We have more industry than them too. So we shouldn't be too worried. Except, what's that, like 50 divisions in total? They have like 37. I have 18 divisions holding them up here. We need to expand this army then. Okay, now we need... I wonder if I could support any of the old Yunnanese guys. Ah, this works. Okay, the truce has already ended. They have a war goal on me, I have a war goal on them, but I don't think we're ready. They declared war. Alright then. Let's set an air base over here. If we get pulled out. Who are we at war with now? Let's make small gains there. Let's try to incur on these. Let's take Jinan. Allow sea access. Let's reestablish our navy and convoy escort over here. They're stronger than I imagined. Could I encircle anything? Now we have Shanxi against us. That's gonna be a proper front line now. We're still in the civil war against the left Kuomintang. I don't really have a policy for tanks, but we'll continue on our offensive here. Or defensive actually. We're in the back foot in many of our territories. The KMT is actually pushing us in some respects. I'll have to make do with what I have. But we are making some gains every so often. Just gotta make sure we're well supplied and that our army can get through. We're also not at war with Sichuan just yet. I guess that's their choice. Our focus has just ended. Oh, what is this lag? We want to improve our economy. I think we'll do this. Wait, is our army wrecked? Yes, it is. Okay, we need to fix our army then. Cleanse army, disband unreliable units, reorganize military. Alright, that should do it for us. Meanwhile, we'll keep going down our army tree, hopefully. Building a new government. I want to... Let's see, I think we'll do reforms. And we'll stay in the defense for now. We don't seem to be able to hold. And now Sichuan's at war with us. Can we capitulate them? Is my question. Can we attack here? That we can. We're being attacked in Hangzhou. Let's reinforce. They made a push here. They're making several other pushes down there. Stay in the defensive still. We need more guns. We need more divisions. We're training them right now. Should just be a matter of time. I think I want more heavy hitters. Now we have the political science government. I think we need to consolidate loyal supporters. Make sure the regime holds. We need to defend Wuhan as well. In the meanwhile, we gotta wait for these army reforms to fix. Holding out. We are killing a lot of the enemy. Oh, and they've declared war in Korea. Alright, where to next? I guess I could give these guys some traits. He'll be a fortress buster? Nope, I don't have. Alright, let's research some things. I want radios. And I want better production, better industry. Okay, we got 10 more divisions. I think I'll have them all across the south. Hopefully the military disarray would be over soon. We're beefing up our army. We were taking hits here. Not looking too hot. Same with these guys up here. Should we just retreat then all the way to Beijing? It's another 20 divisions. I'll beef up the north. We'll assign it to Chenjitang and he'll make a fallback line over here. For the time being. Make him a blue color. Strategy and tactics for the NRA. I think, I don't want to boost the paternal autocrats here. Let's go syndicalist. Got a new focus for ourselves. Let's get international legitimacy. And we've captured a double agent from the left Kuomintang. Oh, why not? Let's beef up our agency. In the public security, I think we'll go increase zeal. Alright, with these new reinforcements, I think we might be able to reestablish control over the front lines. I want them to head here actually. Make a blow against the Kuomintang. Well, Shanxi. Moscow has just fallen. And then maybe an offensive into Taiyuan. Ding has been injured. Alright, we're still holding off, so things are pretty good in my eyes. Let's have a plane set to Lower Yangtze. Don't we have 2 fighters? Yeah, here. Set these guys to dominate the North China plain. And this offensive is ready. Alright, we'll make incursions then. Alright, this might be a retreat over there. Alright, that's a push over here. Get another division. I will develop the financial sector now. And while we're still winning, no, the war is still stalemated. No sides are pushing any other. Making some small gains to the fighting. Maybe if Li Zhongren joins in the assault, might do something. Another batch, send him down there. I want another batch of these heavy hitters. 11 of them down south. Maybe just 1. Should be finished in 45 days. Casualties are mounting up for all sides. But I think the offensive in the north is starting to pressure the left Kuomintang up in the north. Up in Shanxi. There you go, we've captured Taiyuan. Our first military objective captured. And now we'll go... I guess if we could head straight, cut a line through them. Central Club and the Zhejiang Zaibatsu. We'll have to rein them in. Continue to fight the civil war. Let's buff up the southern front so we could start our offensive soon. Let's choose an armor policy. How about something like armored infantry support? I think that works. Or armored cavalry. The KMT continues to push us. The left continues to push us here in Shandong and Zhili province, but we're making quick gains in Shanxi. We're gonna take away our debuffs here, which should help us. Okay, here's our national reconstruction as well. We need to reach 200 total factories. I think I'll just click these buttons while delaying the project. Should work. Alright, the financial sector has been formed. Let's do a rural cooperative movement now. Keep pushing deep into left KMT territory. Let's attack some of Sichuan's troops. Maybe this wouldn't have happened if we finished off the KMT faster. Way back in 38, but I don't think we would have defeated Japan that way. Okay, good progress in Shanxi. We're holding out in the south. Maybe we should start our own offensive down here. Are we ready for it? No, I don't think so. We'll just get pushed back. And the political science clique's champion sure is just Court Tangshan. Alright, let me reposition these guys just to help their supply lines. Go here and we'll plunge to the middle. I think we could start an offensive down in the south. That's the Russian peace deal. There's the Russian Empire capitulated. I'll trade with whatever exists of them. They're repositioning their troops. We should be ready to crush them. Alright, there's a green on the southern front. A massive offensive has been launched. Hopefully we could end the war once and for all. Shanxi will capitulate very soon. Let's reposition these troops here. So that they occupy only their front. Unlocked advanced artillery. Straight with America this time. And more reinforcements for the south. We've captured Hangzhou. We'll plunge into the center. Let's capture Shandong as well while we're at it. Let's go with national capitalism. And we'll continue the project. The National Reconstruction Project. Alright, we're plunging south into Shandong territory now. But Shaanxi has held on. Sadly, they've cored all their territory, which means gotta cap them all. Wait, we're losing Wuhan. Let's reposition some troops there. We've crossed into Shandong. We'll get Kaifeng soon. And more reinforcements, I'll use it to beef up the south. Let's build more planes. You know, while we're at it, let's license some planes. I want close air support. They'll accept it. Let's get the Ju-88 then. Have 10 factories on that. Construct as much mills as we can. And the old Chief Zhu has just been promoted. Let's go for a consultative consul. Kunming intrigues. Now let's have Zhu Bei to resist Guangzhou. We need some resistance here, some opposition. Let's capture Wuhu here and start attacking Nanjing. Meanwhile, Shandong is just completely ours. Started making our first close air support. Nanjing is captured. We just need to capture Xi'an now. Establish national capitalism. Now let's try to establish economic zones. We still have a great deal to go before completing national construction. The Shandong offensive has been quite successful, but we've left some lines here unprotected. That's not good. Fight against this. Ideally, we encircle those guys. Let's continue with basic research. Let's get the new guns. And we've capped Shaanxi. Alright. One step towards unification. We can now threaten Xi'an, hopefully. It's our new front lines. Try to have a stab at it. London has just fallen to the Germans. I think. Yeah, to the Germans. Let's just wipe out the Kuomintang and we should be... Sichuan has capitulated. Now it's all just the left Kuomintang's Nanjing government remaining. Let's just annihilate these troops. We march on Xi'an. Like the incident. Okay, things are going well. We've captured Xi'an. Just one more city and should be the end. Their last stand is in Anqing, with Chen Geng fighting Jihanding. And there you go. Oh no, one more city. I guess this one. Sorry, Wang. Your time is over. There we go. We've united all of China. Should be done. We're the most legitimate. So now we can announce ourselves unified. The Chinese Thermidor. As the bugles sound and the white sun soars across the majority of the nation, one would believe that the Yunnanese Kuomintang would be ecstatic, for their dream, the ideals by which they have dedicated their very lives to, has finally reached its conclusion, embarked upon by the Guofu in his persistent attempts to instigate a new revolutionary order in light of a decadent, decrepit monarchy. We have managed to finally see his journey to a close, and yet this is hardly a moment of triumph. All around the party and its cadres, one can behold the devastation wrought upon the nation. Marching out much like Saya before us, it would appear that the fate that befell the nation after the War of the National Protection might very well occur again. Therefore, it is imperative that the party does not falter here. The Chinese people, they look to us for answers, and we must provide for them. And now, we have an event. Saving the country through art. Oh, unimportant. Alright, we've just unified the country. Let's declare a permanent capital. I want it to be in the south. It will be the Southern Republic. We'll continue with our national projects. We've got New Sichuan. I think do that. Let's get our resources in order. There's the event. Despite our triumphant advance, in spite of our resolute promises, and in spite of our convictions, the nation and party remains apprehensive to adhere to the vows of what they view as nothing more than outsider upstarts that were graced with lady luck. Having successfully vanquished the Central Committee and saved the nation from being sent into damning existence ruled by revolutionary tyranny, the KMT-PSC has instead found itself thrust into a political black hole, acting as its center. Far from the old political establishment and lacking in the national credentials expected for their current stature, the periphery factions of the Kuomintang have immersed themselves in perhaps their greatest trial yet, for the military campaign was only half the battle in constituting a political front, whilst meeting the ever-necessary demands of a party and populace is undoubtedly an uphill battle, one that must be met head-on if they are to survive. So now we have this debilitating national spirit. Okay, so we got 3 new ending focuses. Oh, we just finished our focus. Alright, so here we are. In 1942, we've unified the country. We are trying to re-establish the country. Right now, our political, our hold on political power is very shaky. We have 33% stability. We have a lot of power, but we're deemed outsiders. So let's try fixing the country. We're gonna officialize a military amnesty first and foremost. Gonna establish a strong army to reclaim the frontiers. And now the Second Weltkrieg has ended. Marching out from Kunming, the provisional Kuomintang has now fully come to terms with broad spectrums of ideologies within the nation. Whilst Yunnan was perhaps a microcosm, easily managed, or at least comparatively, the full nation finds itself in a fury and uproar. Let alone on the political front, the economic expectations of the new Kuomintang government are widely varied and far-reaching. So we've got a lot of economic demands that we gotta fix. So we'll just try fixing that then. We have to do a military amnesty first though. Oh, and someone just died. Power vacuum in the provinces. Now, due to the circumstances of the warlord era, the Provisional Party could never truly establish more than limited or ad hoc administrations. As all came under Jiang Chun's control, due to this disparity, the lands have endured a longer administration under the Kuomintang, enjoy a level of comparative stability and peace, but the far-flung provinces all sport a light of political anarchy. Okay. There's a lot of damage to the garrisons then. We'll have to re-establish with full control. The offensive army, I think, can keep a guard on the far-flung frontier. Well, these guys, I want them to guard the ports. Not that we're fighting anybody, just, just to keep them on hold. I don't really know what to use these guys for at the moment. I guess we could occupy Korea. Italy has just united. I think under the nationalists though. Yeah. And the US under Huey Long is suffering an embarrassing defeat at the hands of Mexico and Canada. And we've got another thing to research. Just keep going down the line. Alright, we've officially amnestied the army. And now we'll reorganize the government organs to match the demands of national governance. We'll demobilize the economy, we'll ease up conscription. We'll try constructing. We need to modernize the rail system actually. Can we do that first? 42 days. There's still a war with Japan here. It's occupied France. Let's do these final focuses. Oh, we're coring everything now. Alright, we've modernized the railway system. Now we'll reorganize the government organs. Trade with Russia just cancelled. Let's trade with France then. Oh, wait, what? Oh, our consumer goods just went up. I don't know what for. And America has been reestablished under Wendell Willkie as a puppet president for the Canadians. Alright, now we need to salvage the nation's livelihood. Let's elevate the PSC. Just advance every single technology we have. Alright, vindication of the despised technocrats. While the more zealous elements of the Kuomintang have continued to champion lofty ideas of the national revolution, they have continued to trample upon the necessary and economic planning that the bureaucratic and technocratic elements have continued to champion. Many believe that they would never amount to much, but political science has won the hearts of the Chinese people through genuine dedication to bettering the people's livelihood. So now we'll buff the Generalissimo's reputation. I guess this is our leader. We're just gonna have him. Is it really just Jiang Chun? I mean, he has no buffs or anything at the moment. Alright, let's try researching some modern technology. Get tanks. Could halt the fleets. We'll have an orthodox approach to land reform. Oh, and India is making moves, which sets India to war with Japan. And we've restored the Chinese Meiji Restoration. In a devastating surprise to many, especially those within the Kuomintang interior, a minor, much derided outclassed faction of the party has managed to secure victory from the clutches of the establishment. Jiang Chun, successfully rallying his wing of the new right, known as the Political Science Clique, has managed to unite the nation on behalf of the Kuomintang, espousing new democratic ideology within the ostensibly authoritarian party state. It would appear that the very foundations of the president's regime is one of controversy within the party. Very few know where President Jiang Chun will steer the nation. Surrounded by an upper grouping of liberals, businessmen, and celebrities, all eyes are on the newly dubbed Chinese Genro. Okay, we'll remove ideology. So this is the depoliticization of the Kuomintang, I guess. I guess we'll take out all the political people here too. Let's find someone from the political science clique. Or maybe someone from the syndicalists. That's an elders clique guy. That's a Western Hill. 6th Army. Oh, that's my guy. Secret police. What do we want? Oh, it's this guy. Financier. Alright, we've depoliticized the army. Now if we go here, nobody has those political... Oh. And now we gotta embrace the Dangwai. The Kuomintang does not rule the Chinese nation alone. Outside the bubble of the party state remains vast fields of many party outsiders, so respectively referred to as the Dangwai. Many of the party's more radical membership would besmirch any form of cooperation with individuals not devout to the three principles. However, the new nation necessitates compromise and cooperation to fulfill national revolution. Alright, we'll just invite a whole lot of non-Kuomintang people into the political sphere. Oh, Siam just joined the co-prosperity sphere, which means India will invade. A new phase in the Asian War. And now there's a scandal. Brought a lot of opium under the commands of Xiong Shihui. Now it's quite embarrassing. What do we do? It's this guy. Oh well, he'll have to take it. I think I want free trade. Let's reform the administration, complete some railways. Alright, we've invited the social liberals into this alliance. Although we can't hire them, apparently. Oh, there he is. Who she could be in the government. I think this is also a Republican, no. Human rights lawyer, apolitical. Well, we'll keep going. Right now we'll establish a new constitution. Let's improve relations with the frontier states. And we've established our new constitution. While we're at it, I want to consolidate the frontiers. Let's fix these borders. The political consultative conference. I think we'll do it by the book. Yeah, let's give it up to the Republicans. And let's research heavy tanks. Alright, now let's consolidate the frontiers under our rule. Alright, now let's undo the injustice of 1924. One of the most disastrous and destructive actions that occurred in the wake of Dr. Sun's desperation to free himself from warlordism was that of the reorganization of the party in 1924. For the very first time, inner factionalism of the Kuomintang embarked on a full display of its insanity. With the government of rational technocrats in control, it is time to build a modern China, free of militaristic fanatics. This is a Thermidorian reaction. Alright, let's demand the submission of Ma. Let's also ask for the annexation of Mongolia. They want autonomy, and we accept it. There it is. Mongolia is in our sphere once more. And now we hope the Ma Clique joins our side. And they do. Alright, in that case, we move up to Xinjiang. Let's demand their submission. Let's try a Sinophilic coup. Let's demand an annexation of Tibet. They want autonomy. I think we'll accept that. There you go. Let's restore national capitalism. Let's rationalize national capitalism, actually. Military plans for a Xinjiang invasion are being drafted in case they don't submit to us. It's 1944. Already 2 years since we've taken over. Pretty fast, honestly. And Xinjiang submits to us. Let's integrate everybody. And while we're at it, I do want to orchestrate a coup, both in Tibet and in Mongolia. Start one in Mongolia, followed by one in Tibet. And the coup in Mongolia is bloodless. We replaced him with Wu Heling. And now we need a thorough agreement, not the sword. This is... What wrought the destruction of the Beiyang Republic despite all the blood spilled and sacrifices made was not the failure of its institutions, but the ambition of autocratic military warlords more focused on personal development rather than national. Alright. We're getting rid of those personalist warlords. Replaced by apolitical the apolitical actors. Right, I want frontline with Tibet. And a bloodless coup. Alright, in that case, we'll just finish up our focuses. We'll annex Tibet, Xibei, Sanma, and Xinjiang. We should be good to go. And now we have new faces of a republic. Alright then. Let's improve the strength of the social liberals. Alright, we've consolidated. Alright, just a few more and we should be integrating Xibei and Xinjiang into our territories. Hopefully by the time we do that, we will also have done the final focus tree. The German campaign in Taiwan, another one here. Triple 10 days just passed. The Ottoman Empire has just joined the Reichspakt, and in 2 days, Xibei Sanma will have been annexed. There you go. One final annexation. Let's overhaul the whole system. Let's delete the whole Ma army. We don't need this. Or I guess we could transition them into this. Hire some Ma warlords in here. And now the last two final focuses. And Xinjiang has just been annexed. Oops. And we'll convert them again. We'll need to train these guys. Just like that, we will do our final focus, which will cement the supremacy of the technocrats. Genro, or elder statesman, is an informal term attributed to the senior officials and elites of the Japanese Empire in the early 20th century. Constructing one of Asia's first democracies and its most modern state, the Genro wielded immense influence in guiding the Japanese people with a steady hand for decades. Similarly, political science rule has wrought its own flock of Genro. Alright, that's the final focus tree. I guess before we do that, we'll claim our place in the world. Make our own faction. The New Asia Alliance. This is the world in 1945. There's a war in Tripolitania. These are the world ideologies. Syndicalism has mostly been obliterated from the world. Now we could start doing land reform. And there it is. Here's the final event. The ever-burning torch. A bright sun shines gloriously above the streets of Guangzhou as the people meander around fulfilling their daily business. Exchanging greetings, trading remarks, a far cry from the nation ruled by war and ruined by devastation coming off of the warlord era and the war of national resistance. A sense of pride settled deep, and a wide grin couldn't help but emerge from the president as he stared into the winding roads of the capital and the buzzing populace. The sun was bright, sure, but an even brighter white sun flew higher than the former ever could, for it symbolized hope, modernity, and a new era for the Chinese people. Some would decry his clique as betraying the revolution, and yet the dazzling prosperity of the nation is a testament for all to behold, a new testament to political science's steady stewardship. Vested with preemptive and all-encompassing powers, the president is a far cry from his predecessors, not merely an autocrat ruling on a whim. Zhang himself has instead drawn many allegories and comparisons to that of Emperor Meiji during the Meiji Restoration. Beholden as his own set of informal extra-constitutional advisors, they have become dubbed the Chinese Genro, a ruling oligarchy of egalitarian, modernizer, and reformer liberal elites. It is reminiscent of the Japanese system that Zhang witnessed as a young student. Ultimately, the story of the political science clique and that of the Kuomintang is a complicated one, that is for certain. Embroiled in a factional split from a young age in their participation within the Chinese Republic, time and time again they have come to blows, and whilst political science may not live up to the Kuomintang that Sun envisioned at the end of his life, it perhaps captures the true essence of what the Tongminhui originally set out to do all those years ago, to bring forward a new republic for the Chinese nation. And that's it. Claimed our place in the sun, we've unified the country, we've established a sense of political order in the country, and there's all that stuff to do is just surviving this international order. However, a Cold War here would play out between social liberal Germany, liberal Canada, an insane South America, and an anti-imperialist Cairo pact.